Wow, I'm not even sure if I'm alive anymore. Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking.
Pretty good.
Tonight on the show, I'm going to teach you the Italian classic of chicken Parmesan, or Parmesan, or other pretentious ways to say things. I think the most thing that people do where they say a word like they know what they're talking about is mozzarella. Where they're like, mozzarella. I don't know how many times I've seen someone be like, mozzarella. Shut the up, it's cheese. On that note, I'm going to crack open a bottle of wine. This is a bottle of Kumbaya 2014. I bought my wife a case of this for Valentine's Day, and here I am cracking into her supply. That's marriage. If you're making Italian food, gotta have a little wine, right? Okay, so this is a beloved dish. Classic Italian-American food. It is a well-loved, fattening dish. It's not good for you in any way, but man, it tastes good. This is a dish that you could cut a lot of corners on. But in the spirit of, not the spirit of this show, we're not gonna cut the corners as much, and we're gonna try to make this somewhat legitimate. And by legitimate, I mean not lazy or not. Shut up, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, the dogs are driving me nuts. I've been like whining ever since I got home. I can't take it. I can't take it no more. I'm disgruntled. Anyways, yeah, so if you don't want to go through all this work, you could just make the chicken and then you could use a jarred sauce, and then it's easy. But we're not gonna take the easy way. So I got a lot of things to make. I don't know what order I'm gonna do them in. I might start making them with the Marinara sauce, which, you know, like a lot of people got strong opinions on marinara. I don't. I've never met a marinara I didn't like. So I'm gonna make like a relatively simple marinara, and that's what we'll start with. And then we'll do the chicky, and then we'll do some other shit, and it'll be good. So I'm gonna start with some tomatoes. No, I'm not. That's a fib. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna start by heating this pot. Medium heat with some garlic. There it is. Mozzarella really is just a tomato, not mozzarella. Marinara is just a very simple tomato sauce. You could put a lot of things in it, or you could not. So today, we're gonna not. Crushed garlic here, 3 cloves, give it a chop. The lazy chop's fine, who cares? If you have like a big hunk of garlic, it'll be fine. Okay, there it is. Now we're gonna hit that pot with some olive oil. Olive oil, that's how it's pronounced. Big glug. Don't hold back. Let that heat up, and then I'm gonna put the garlic in there. Meanwhile, in a bowl, we're gonna put some tomatoes. These are whole tomatoes. There they are. They look great. Said they were skinless. That was a lie. Horse. Garlic, saute. Probably should lower the heat. We don't want it to brown too quickly. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. And then for these tomatoes, you gotta break them up with your hands. It's like somehow that makes it better. So this garlic's it's browning so quickly. I'm gonna just turn it off so it doesn't burn. We'll fix that later. Using a bigger bowl would have been appropriate, but here we are. All right, bigger bowl. I think we did this for pasta puttanesca. My memory serves me. I think what this is like the grandma factor. Okay, so like there's some like scientific research out there that like the oils in your hand impart a specific flavor that's unique to you. So that's part of why like your grandma's cooking tastes good. Does it taste like her sweat? Just let that wash over you. Grandma's clammy hands. Wishing up your tomatoes. Okay, that seems good enough to me. In pretty big pieces, but I don't give a shit. Okay, that whole thing, we're just gonna dump it in there. And we'll turn the heat back on. Probably like medium heat. Okay. Here's a jar of pre-made marinara. Just dump that in. I almost got you. Alright, I got my tomato paste. Put that in. So we'll put some globs of that. Get that going. Next up is some fresh basil. And you can literally just take like a sprig or two and just throw the whole thing in there. Great, it's done. Next up, we'll add some chili flake. It's my homegrown blend from the garden, 2018 vintage. It's one of these, it's one of those sprinkles. I think I got as many on my hands as in the pot. Ooh, always spicy. All right, next up, a little pinch of brown sugar. You can use regular sugar if you want. Some of the sugar bullshit. That helps cut the acidity. And oregano. Use fresh if you want, but I don't care. Not me. Now, I suggest mixing this up with a wooden spoon. And this is, again, it's like things that probably don't matter, but maybe the sauce gets some wood flavor. I don't know. And then you can break up some of those tomatoes with it. You can add wine if you want. Some people like that. I put it in most of my tomato sauces, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold off for now. I'm just gonna put the wine in me instead. All right, we'll let that simmer. We gotta let that simmer a while. I'm not gonna salt it at this point because it's already salt in it. Well, that's nice. That's real simple. That's like there's something to be said for like this, like the simplicity of not putting too much shit in there. Just tastes light and nice, tomatoey. I'm gonna put that on the back burner. We'll let that go probably like, honestly, probably as long as we can, because it's just gonna get better and better. On the back burner, there it is. All right, so as is normal on the show, I'm tired of filming after I worked all day. Had a little bit of pep. The pep was a yerba mate sparkling beverage that I pilfered from John. He left it in my fridge, making it fair game for me to consume. You should see the look on his face. And then I had a glass of wine. But it's typically at that second alcoholic beverage point that I start to slip into what's called the pocket. The pocket is when your brain gets out of the zone that it was in and gets into the zone that it should be in. So I'm gonna have that second glass. Boy, I feel healthy. I'm making chicken. All right, we're gonna. You guys remember when every episode would be punctuated by dogs shrieking? Do you guys remember that? It used to be one of the themes of the show. I don't know what Iggy's sad about. I think his mom was away on business. Maybe that's what he's just crying about that. He's a mama's boy. It's true. All right, we're gonna fry the chicken, and we're gonna preheat the oven and crank it up. At least 400, maybe 425. We'll see. And I'm gonna try a new methodology. Not innovating. I'm just replicating what other people have done and seeing if I can learn from their work, as it were. Here's my big thing of flour. Okay. Our good friends Will and Megan were complimenting us on the the shape of the plate, which contains things. And I was thinking I could use this as a dipping plate for the frying stations in place of a shallow bowl. And if you think about it, this plate is a shallow bowl, but it's also a plate. These are the intriguing musings that brought you to this YouTube channel. And here you shall forever be stuck. For once you subscribe to our channel, you can't watch anything else. It's literally in our contract with YouTube. We're what's called quarantined, in that our content is so bad that once viewing it, you have been tainted and you are not allowed to watch anything else. It's like a disease, like an STD, but there's no sex. Oh man, tonight's getting weird. It's gonna get weirder too. Here's 2 eggs. Notice how they, when you put 2 eggs together, they look like a pair of balls. Crack open the balls and remove the contents. Hey look, there's a kid in that ball. Put that in a little bowl, ball in a bowl. Beat that unborn child until the taxes are incorporated in the state, and you know the drill, okay? And then dump that on the plate. There's lots of fun action words in cooking, like incorporate and retain, beat. Okay, our last item is gonna be the breading. And to my chagrin and consternation, I have discovered that these Italian seasoned breadcrumbs have 90 ingredients. Corn syrup, cornmeal, corn flour, rye flour, soy flour, potato flour. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, well just put some of that in there. Okay, that's your seasoned crumbs. And then you want to mix them with Panko crumbs. You know why you use these? Partly because it's Italian. It's labeled as such. These crumbs are gonna give you that quality you're looking for on the outside of the chicken. The one and only crisp penis. Crisp penis. There it is. Okay, give it a mix, an old mixeroonie. All right, no need to do that. What I just did, completely pointless. Here I got the white gold. Put some of that in there. And if you want to put some green bits or some green shits, you can. I will be using dehydrated parsley for color. Thought of a really dumb joke. I'm not gonna say it. All right, there it is. There it is. Our stations are prepared. All right, we'll start preheating up our pan. It's my big new non-stick. You could use anything else, just a big pan. Okay, next up we gotta work with our chicken tins. And here they are. There's a pair, 2.5 pounds. So we're gonna slice them, because if you tried to cook this chicken just as it is, that would be difficult. And in fact, we could actually probably get quite a few chicken pieces out of this. So a couple of different approaches. You could cut out this piece. You could butterfly the whole thing. You could chop it in half. I don't know. There's a lot of options here. But I think what I'm gonna do, so that we have more pieces and they're easier to cook, so I'm gonna do a diagonal cut like this, right here. See what I did? And then I'm gonna butterfly it, okay, into 2 fairly equal pieces. And that, I think, is a nice piece for one. Actually, pretty big for even just one. But for the love of God, don't serve one giant chicken titty unless you are just so hungry, because that's just excessive. Look at that, we got 4 nice pieces. Okay, we got medium heatiness on the pan, the paniness. Here's the olive oil. I'll never say it dumb again. I'm not kidding. Just call me Phil, not kidding, Phil. Okay, maybe add some salt to something in here. How about the flour? Sure. So the flour is supposed to help it coat. I don't know if it does anything. Also, apparently you should pat your chicken dry. If you want to put more effort into this, I don't even know what it would do. You could pound the chicken. You can make it flat. And that is done by applying a hammer to the chicken. Okay, so flour. This is called dredging. Another great cooking word. Okay, then bathe it in the beaten, liquefied corpses of its offspring, because chickens. And then the bread. Also known as that good bread. Honestly, I always have a better time with these kind of coatings if I just do what I just did there. Just throw the bread on it, okay? Like that, and then we're gonna fry it. We're gonna do this with all the chicken. That sounds like I could turn the heat up a little bit. Let's try one without patting it dry. I don't know if that made any difference. I'm making a big mess. Life is a mess. Mess in a 3-course dinner. This is a 3-course dinner. The first course is flour, and the second is raw eggs. Don't let your dreams be anything other than dreams. I'm just kidding. Turn those dreams into accomplishments that'll freshen your breath. Okay, so you gotta do this with all the chicken. And it's gonna take multiple batches for me. I'm making so much chicken. And you're gonna fry them just till they're golden brown. That's gonna take about 4, maybe 5 minutes on each side. And because we're doing it in waves, you know, the timing's gonna be a little loose. But what's wrong with being a little loose? Especially if you're a goose. My fingers are but my heart is full. I would be saying we'll be back, but instead I'm gonna say live, laugh, and love. It's flipping time. Some of these good. Guys, I know I don't always do things good on the show, but sometimes I do. And this is one of those times. That chicken is gonna taste so damn good. I'm calling it now. Top 100 PGC recipes right here. In the top 100. Wow, damn, shit. You hear that? Stick the microphone in the pan. That's the sound of Chris Penis. We'll be back. I'm not going nowhere. You'll be back. Hey, you're back. You wanted to change the channel, the YouTube channel, but you can't because you're stuck watching our show. All right, these are done. Look, both sides. It looks like that good. Okay, good and great. Good and great. Good. Okay, that's the first batch. Now we're gonna make the second batch. And if you're real smart like me, you got a good brain, you'll wipe out your pan. Me or the president, take your pick. That good brain. Okay, I didn't even set anything on fire. That's a measure of success. It's my spaghetti. I'm not gonna insult our viewers with how to make spaghetti. They know how to make spaghetti. Literally everyone knows how to make spaghetti. You know how to make spaghetti, John?
Yeah.
Hip-hop-opotamus. If there's a hip-hop-opotamus, what would be the platypus? Would it be like a flapjack-platypus? Flapjack-opotamus? Zip-zap? Bill Cosby? You know, I watched today's show and I was like, I didn't say enough dumb things. This show's a little boring, I didn't say enough dumb things. So I'm making up for it today with saying as much dumb shit as I possibly can. Now listen, you got options at this point. You could just bake these with the cheese. You could put sauce under these chickens. Or, what I think is the most conventional, but I'm not really good, don't quote me on it, would be to put a little sauce on top and then a little cheese on top. And then you bake it. So each chicken has the sauce and the cheese, maybe a basil garnish. At this point, I would like to acknowledge that our fan Hinks from Australia, who has an entire food blog dedicated to chicken parms. You may be surprised to learn this, but in Australia they put ham on their chicken parms and they serve it with French fries. They call them chips, and it's drunk food. You could read about all his ham, chicken, and cheese. Okay, here's our fresh mozzarella. It's in a big dong shape. Okay, I'm gonna slice that, and I'm gonna just use these slices because I think that'll go nice on a chicken. Big dong. Okay, I'm gonna chop all this cheesiness. All right, I got my marinara. Then I'm gonna put the mozzarella on. okay? So like, don't go crazy with the sauce, just a little bit of sauce. I don't know if I made enough sauce. I might be dumb, guys. I might be dumb, okay? I think I made enough sauce. I think it's gonna be all right, okay? If you get a little bit of that basil on there, it's okay. I mean, look at that, I made plenty of sauce. Plenty of sauce, okay? All right, we got a little bit left over. Left over for your butt, put the sauce in your butt. That's how you cook. Wow, that was strange. I'm not even sure if I'm alive anymore. Okay, strain the pasta. We put it like that and we're cool. Hey kids, learn to strain. You never seen that before. All right, there's our pasta. All right, it's cheese time, okay? We're gonna put the slices of cheese, just like that. I'm gonna put the slices of cheese with the greatest of ease. You could shred this if you want. I don't want. All right, there's our cheese, our cheesiness, okay? And we got a little bit of cheese left over, so you know what that means. Put some more cheese on it. All right, I got that white gold. That white gold, here it is. Just do one of these. That's you already got the Parmesan in the crust, but now you put it on the top, okay? So you don't care a lot. Tonight, yeah, okay. So this is that good. This is that fancy cheese. I also bought cheap cheese, and that's gonna go in a sauce. But these guys are going in the oven. Guys, if this doesn't taste good, I'm gonna quit trying to make food that tastes good. Because I think this is gonna taste so damn good. And if I'm disappointed, I'll just be sad. And then you'll be sad. And since you're trapped in our YouTube channel, you can't watch nothing else. We're just gonna be sad together, and we'll meme about it. That's what you do in this modern age. You meme about sadness. I'm gonna make a sauce now. This sauce is the Alfredo. This is unconventional. I'm a maverick of flavor. Not really. I had this at an Italian restaurant once, and I liked it. Into our chicken pan, we're gonna warm up some butter, and we're gonna make like a very simple and probably lazy Alfredo. And this will enhance the pasta flavor. And let me tell you why. There are three primary ingredients in Alfredo sauce. It's butter, it's cream, and it's cheese. And if you put that on noodles, I don't know how they would not taste better. Name a way that could go wrong. We're gonna put this on the noodles. You could omit this step and you'll probably live longer, but you won't be as happy. Oh, I should set a timer. Usually it's like 20 minutes, but we're gonna check it in 15 because I don't know. Okay, here's a pint of cream. It's organic, okay? Cream. Oh, it was chunky cream, all right? So I put in probably like a half pint. I got grated Parmesan. It's not the white gold. This is that cheap. And you could thicken this up in several ways. One of them is just to cook it down a bit. One is to add so much cheese that it just thickens. And another is to make a roux. What if I'm just gonna make a bowl. I'm just gonna throw it in there. 1 pint, okay? This is just butter, pan scrapings, and cream. And we wanna simmer this down, and then we're gonna add some cheese. I feel woozy. I think it's because it's warm in here. That's part of it. Look at this. I gave him some cheese and he loves me. This is how we train dogs to live with us. We just gave him cheese and shit. Truly, you can buy love. Oh, this guy's sticky. Move along, buddy. Oh dear. All right, now I'm drinking some Korean Red Bull. It's called something 6? Yeah, Hot 6. Like hot sex, but it's 6. And there's the Korean that says Hot 6. I can read Korean, there it is. It's with vodka. Well, what else would it be with? You know what's gonna taste like? A vodka Red Bull. Oh, that tastes like regret. Okay, here's my creaminess, my boiled milk. So we're gonna start layering in that grated parm. Okay, we're gonna like do a once over. We're gonna fold it in, and as it melts, we're gonna continue at a very low heat. We're just gonna keep adding that until it makes a sauce. And you could add other things to thicken it up, like we mentioned before. But the best tasting way to do this is just to add a shitload of cheese. Some people like to put cream cheese in it, people's cheese, as it's known. But I don't know if I'm bourgeois enough. But I think we're gonna end up putting in all the cheese, to be honest. Yeah, it. Yeah, just yeah, all the cheese. It. Okay. If that doesn't make a good sauce, I don't know what will. Dear guy who sent us that microphone, I hope you were amused by our irreverent review of your free product that you sent us. On a serious note, we are grateful that you sent it to us. That was very nice. And I think that you are a long-time viewer and already know that. And to everyone else who was like, especially that one guy who was like, I just can't believe
they would be such assholes.
You should believe it, because we are assholes. But yeah, thanks guy, and I think a lot of people will be happy. And I am also grateful, and was just being a ding dong. And this cheese sauce is gonna be nice. It's that good. We gotta let that cook down a bit. But you can already see that, like, because it's bubbling like that, it's better than it was before. This is too much sauce. I shouldn't have made that much. Okay, I got my thick sauce. There it is. Sauce. I'm just gonna put noodles in it, like this, and be like, yeah, get that cheese, you bitch. Now you could, if you don't like cheese, I don't know why you're making chicken Parmesan. Also, you could omit this step. You incorporate the noodle. Look at that, it's that good. And the missing component from your sauce was the starch on the noodles. Can you imagine a world without the word noodle? What would you call these things? Strand of wheat thing. Here's another question for you. Would the word oodles exist without the word noodles? Okay, it's looking like that good boys. It's looking like the best of boys, okay? The timer just went off, but I don't care. We'll take a peek. Oh, it's looking nice. I'm gonna turn the heat up real quick to 450, see if I can get some browning action. Browning action on the cheese, that's what you want. Tastes nice. Look at that. We just made the pasta even more unhealthy. And why did we do it? I don't know, why did we do anything? Here's a little salt. There it is. Why even eat anything else? Let's just eat this fucking pasta. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Guys, this might as well be fine cooking with John. Surprise! It's been John the whole time! Hi, I'm John. Never been Phil. Alright, now listen. You could go until the cheese browns. You could get your broiler, you could broil the cheese. We don't need to do that. Let's just call it how it is, which is amazing looking. Half the cheese, not even on the dish. That's how you know it's good or bad. I don't know. Now pick a chicken to sacrifice. Okay, this is a standard home cooked practice. Pick a thick chicken. Picking a thickened chicken. Okay, and just cut it open. All right, this is your sacrifice to say, is that done? That is perfectly done. Which means your hard work is complete. And all that's left to do is put the plate this bitch up. Okay, here's our plate of pasta. Contain the circular middle of this thick plate. Examine your chicken. Look at each individual piece. Decide which one will be in the Instagram photo. Could it be one with the brown? We'll see if this one will even come off. I don't even know. Yes, it will. There it is. That one's for the gram. Garnish your chicken with basil. Basil is a herb that goes on Italian food and will forever be known as the Italian herb. If you had saved any Parmesan at all, you could garnish it with that, but you didn't, so you can't. And don't forget to add even more salt, because if your body is going to contain all these fats and carbs and sugars and everything else that's not good for your heart, if you don't add salt, it won't be worth it. And so there is our chicken Parmesan. You could add a little bit more of red sauce if you wanted. I don't want to. There's plenty of sauce on the chicken. Or you could, instead of putting cheese on the noodles with all of the creaminess and fat and flavors and taunting your dogs with it, you could add red sauce. You could add white sauce and red sauce and make a pink sauce. That's how colors work when they're mixed together. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We probably should take photos before I cut it open. All right, viewers, it's time for the taste test. We're gonna cut into that bad boy. So tender we can use a butter knife. I call it a butter knife because it's for butter and things that are tender, like butter. We chopped it up. We're swirling that pasta, and there it is. And there's the chicken. It's gonna be hot. I'm going in. It's f***ing perfect. Could not be improved upon. I made this good. Tastes like tomatoes and cheese and chicken. And those are the primary flavors. It's so good. The chicken's like super tender. It has that great crust. The cheese is melty and it's like a pizza chicken on a pasta. So you were like almost clever enough to get rid of the crust, but then you put it on pasta. And man, this is really good. This is really good. Make this. Just make it. Just do it. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna smash that motherfucking like button on this dish. There's the like button. Can you Photoshop that, please? Can I subscribe to this pasta? Since you're trapped on our YouTube channel and can't watch anything else, we just gotta subscribe to all my dishes. That is how you do it. Don't do it any other way. Only this way. Only this way. No other way. Ciao.